Hi, so welcome to December's blessing. This month I'm also going to pull some cards and ask Sarah for some spiritual guidance for us for December. So, I'll just have a little Sarah spray. And just imagine yourself sitting in Sarah's presence now. Just close your eyes and take some deep breaths. Just feel your feet grounding, connecting to the earth. Breathe out, let it go of any tension from the day or the week. As we call in Sarah and ask her to surround us with her presence. And if you like, maybe you'd like to light a candle. Or have a special crystal with you. And we're coming to a special time of the year now. The winter solstice. And we, in some parts of the world, experience this as the shortest, darkest time of year with the shortest day. And then from the 21st of December the light starts to grow longer. And so the winter solstice has been seen as a time when the light returns. And with Sarah, she helps us balance the light and the dark within ourselves and integrate them into divine fullness. But it's a very powerful time of year. And it can be quite a challenging one for many people as well. So today, what I'd like to do is to ask you to join me in some prayers. And I'd like you to ask Sarah to help you with something that's important to you right now. It could be something very small or something quite big. Whatever it is that you need help with. Because when we get the help that we need and the support that we need, and when I say this I mean the things we truly need, not things just because we want them on a material sense. But when we receive and have our needs met, then we're in a strong position to give to others and take our place in the world in a stable and balanced way. So maybe just write down a little prayer of something you'd like Sarah to help you with. I've got my little bit of paper here. I'm just going to just sit and hold it in between your hands. And of course, if you want to pray for somebody else, if that's your greatest wish at the moment for someone else to receive help, then write that down on your piece of paper. Whatever it is, it's okay. Whatever it is that you pray for, there's no judgment here. Dear Sarah, we ask for your blessings with these things, with our wishes, these things small or medium or large. Please, can you and the angels send to us all those whom we love blessings, so that we can receive what we need under grace and in a perfect way. Amen. I feel that energy coming through now, coming through into your heart, going through into your hands, going into these wishes and needs. And know that Sarah is there supporting you and helping you with them. And the blessings for this month will come in this way. So I'm going to take 3 cards, one for the beginning of December, one for the middle, one for the end, and I'm using Denise's Lynn Soul Coaching Oracle cards. I have many packs of cards. This is the one I like for doing this kind of work. So, one for the beginning, one for the middle, one for the end. There it is. And then just going to pull one more card from another pack, very magical, full of mystery pack by Cheryl Rose Hall. I'll look at that card at the end. So, the card for the beginning of December is enthusiasm. I celebrate everything in my life and I live in limitless joy. And I'm just going to ask Sarah what spiritual message she has for us about that. Okay. I'm getting a message about simplicity, and there can be quite a long list of things to do this time of year, and a long list of things that perhaps we feel, oh, okay, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. And of course some people might not want to just get into any of it and avoid that whole kind of Christmas thing. But what I'm getting from Sarah is just a very simple and small message about looking within and just seeing, you know, what would I like to do? What things are magical for me this time of year? It might just be lighting a few extra candles, buying some fresh flowers, contacting a special friend, but doing the things that bring that magical feeling inside of yourself. And often they're very simple and don't take very long and don't usually cost that much money. bit of an antidote to the Christmas spending, one might say. So we go on to the middle of December, and this card is about opening. I am open to receiving the gifts of the universe. I'll ask Sarah what the message is about that. Okay. So what I'm getting about that is to be open to receive the gifts of the universe. First of all, we have to be in a state of receptivity, which partly means that we have to believe that the universe is giving us things so that we can notice that they're there and receive them. It's a bit like, if you're walking down the road and somebody was there handing a present to you and you didn't notice, you'd just walk straight past and not take it. I mean, that's probably not something that's going to happen, but just as an example of, you can't receive when you don't notice, because you're too busy running about or looking down at the ground or not in a state of expectation. So that's speaking to me about being in a state of expectation, that nice things are there for you and that God is giving to you, divine is giving to you, the divine feminine, the absolute, however you want to see it, wants you to have good things and is giving them to you through other people and through the world around you. A good way of helping shift that can be just writing an affirmation for a few minutes every day. I am open to receiving all the good that the universe has for me now. I am open to receiving all of the good that the universe has for me now. And then moving to the end of December, card is compassion. The vibration of compassion shines through my every cell. Just ask Sarah what her guidance is about that. So this is speaking to me about being gentle with yourself and with other people. At the end of December, we'll have reached the end of the year, and there have been some pretty heavy duty energies going on this year. So a very good note to end it on would be a soft one. Not overdoing things not being too harsh, keeping it soft and simple, and again just really tuning into here, what do I really feel like doing? Because if you do what you really feel like doing and you live your truth, it's actually much easier on the people around you. Because all the time you're doing what you think you should be doing, there's a part of you that's really fed up and projects it out at other people, and that's damaging. But when you're doing what you truly feel inside, has a much quieter energy to it, softer, more gentle. It's much more nurturing to the people around us. So the card that kind of is for the whole thing, bringing it all together. Okay, it's the Tour. It says transmutation on the Tour. Find the middle ground and compromise. Okay. Okay, so we have a card about doing those things inside ourselves, the enthusiasm card that we actually want to do and feel enthusiastic about. And we have a card about opening to receive the things that are being given to us. And we have a card around being gentle with ourselves and others. And although all of those things are true, at this time of year, with our relatives and family and friends, it can be a tricky compromise. So I'll just check with Sarah. This is right, hang on. Yeah, and feels a very, very integrated thing. So there's all the realistic duties and people coming, and maybe you don't want to have to deal with that situation or cook that dinner or those particular people at that moment. So there's something about the compromising. Okay, this is something I need to do, but then what can be in it for me? What bit can I find in it that's really, really great? And it might be that you sit down and say something that perhaps you normally wouldn't have the courage to say, like I'd like to ask everyone to close their eyes and send love to everybody around the table, which might be, something you wouldn't normally do at a family dinner. But that's just an example. That could be something that make you feel good, or it may be, okay, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to say to everybody, I'm going to go and take a walk on my own for an hour, because that's something that's going to be wonderful for me. So I like something there about the gritty realism of life. And dealing with things over the Christmas period, but at the same time not losing our own truth. And it's very important that we come together with our families and our friends and use this time to love and keep the light, and at the same time being with all the difficult things as they are, not pretending that it's all easy and wonderful and love and light. So pre-Christmas blessings. It's a bit early, but I'll get them in because it'll be the last video that I send out now before Christmas. I have just published a book on Amazon, Sarah's Little Book of Healing, which is a wonderful way to learn how to connect to her energies. It's a Kindle book, so it's an ebook, and that means you have to download some software in order to read it. But you can do, there's Kindle for PC, there's Kindle for tablets, there's Kindle for smartphones. You don't have to have a Kindle. You can get the software free if you just Google Kindle for PC or tablet or smartphone or notebook, or whatever it is you have. Whatever way you use the internet, you'll be able to download that free, and then read it on there. And I'd really, really appreciate it, as it's just come out, if you could put a review on there. for me, because that really helps other people see what the book's about. And I would like as many people to be able to connect with Sarah's energy. At this time, I think it's not that I want people to believe in Sarah. That's not something I feel strongly about who she was. But what I do feel strongly about is she holds these incredibly healing energies. She has the power to help us find our own divine light. If you invite Sarah into your life, then you are on a path of walking, talking and being your own truth, because she will lead you towards that every second of the day, and she has incredibly powerful tools and energies to support you with in that process. So she's such an asset as an ascended master of the new age of Aquarius, and I think she's really needed. I think a lot of people could benefit from that who've never heard of her, but perhaps if they heard about this idea of integration and of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, they've come together, they're one, they're seamless. In her there is no separation, and find out how simple it is to work with her energy. As it's in the book, it's incredibly simple to work with Sarah's energy, but incredibly profound. So yeah, I mean, if you can do a review, that'd be brilliant. It doesn't have to be, I think this is all fantastic, just be honest. It's always wonderful to get feedback, because I'm learning all the time, and I can revise and update and edit that edition very, very easily. So yes, okay, thank you. Many, many, many Christmas blessings upon you all. Thank you for taking the time to watch this, and I send you all Sarah's love, my love. Happy winter solstice, happy Christmas and happy New Year, and I'll see you all again in 2015. Blessed be, blessed be, blessed be, amen.